The 4C-ID model by instruction by design. Have you heard of the 4C-ID model? Today, due to rapid changes in knowledge and technology, theorists and researchers have increased their focus on the importance of conducting and updating educational technology research to compare it against the traditional methods of instruction. In an effort to design learning that can reach the different types of how people process information and how they learn, theorists and researchers have developed different instructional design models to develop and enhance instruction for all the different learning environments found in schools and workplace in the present day. Through the constant analysis of learning needs and systematic development of learning, theorists and researchers look for instructional models that will help them improve educational instruction to meet the needs of today's learners. Now let's talk about the 4C-ID model in more depth.
The 4C-ID model is an innovative and encompassing way to approach instructional design. It was created to address gaps found in other instructional design models. This model was developed by Van Merenberg and others in the late 1990s. It has proved to be effective for training and promoting better transfer performance with complex skills. The 4C part of this model refers to the 4 components that distinguishes this model from other instructional models.
The 4C-ID model is made up of 4 components: 1. Learning tasks, 2. Supportive information, 3. Procedural information, or also known as just-in-time JIT information, and 4. Part task practice. So what exactly is the purpose of the 4C-ID model? Instructional design is the purpose of the model and is what drives the model to work. Many designers use this model to teach complex skills, which makes it very versatile in reaching educational objectives that promotes learners' transfer of knowledge. Often instructional designers use a combination of educational media and technology to develop instruction to ensure that learners of different ages and backgrounds learn the course content in an environment that is interesting and appealing to them. The 4C-ID model is used to design instruction for multimedia learning environments with the main goal of helping students acquire the skills to solve complex problems. The 4C-ID model also aims to join knowledge, skills, and attitudes, the ability to organize different essential skills to encourage learners to transfer what is learned to daily life or work settings. The instructional model focuses on learning by using real-life tasks as a foundation for learning complex tasks. Contrary to traditional educational models where knowledge, skills, and attitudes are taught separately, the 4C-ID model consists of 4 components that are interrelated and are designed for complex learning. Let's talk about the 4 components of the 4C-ID model. The first component of the 4C-ID model is learning tasks. What students need to learn are considered the backbone of training programs geared towards complex learning. The learning tasks are performed typically in a real or simulated task environment. Providing whole task practice, the learner learns the whole task, beginning with the easier task, and then receives support from his or her teacher. The second component of the 4C-ID model is supportive information. Supportive information is that information that is needed in order to learn the task. The supportive information acts as the foundation or elaboration of the previous information that allows learners to do and perform tasks they could not do before. It establishes a relationship between prior knowledge and newly presented information. The third part of the 4C-ID model is the procedural information or just-in-time information. Learners have the opportunity to perform learning tasks that are always performed the same way. The fourth component of the 4C-ID model is part task practice. Practice of the specific recurrent task. This component is driven by the repeated practice of recurrent constituent skills in the learning task, and learners use the skills they learned during the previous components to heighten transfer of knowledge. The 4C-ID model is suitable and advantageous for learning knowledge and complex skills. This model takes into account both the human cognitive view and multimedia principle. Now we're discussing disadvantages of the 4C-ID model. The 4C-ID model is not designed for short programs or training. It's not for conceptual knowledge or procedural skills. Elements deemed important are not addressed. However, the 4C-ID model is considered an excellent instructional design model for developing instruction for both school and workplace settings because it promotes learners' transfer of learning. Thank you for listening, and let's get designing.
Created using Powtoon.